Hello everybody, welcome to another YouTube video. So today I'm gonna show you how you can create different types of buttons using HTML. We are also going to be talking about some of the other HTML elements such as anchor tags, label tags and forms, as it will help us to improve the functioning of the buttons. So what are buttons in HTML anyway? Basically, buttons in HTML are interactive elements that users can click on and perform an action, such as submit a form or trigger a JavaScript function. They are just here to make your website more interactive with the users. So let's head over to the desktop directory. Let's create a folder called buttons and cd over to that directory. And let's create a touch file called index.html and open the file in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so you know the rituals. Let's make the HTML boilerplate and name the document buttons. Okay, so let's start the main thing. Just go in the body section and let's create our first button. Just type button in the body section and the editor will automatically identify the element. Okay, so let's copy the path and open Chrome to test our website. Okay, so here you can see a small blob, but it's not quite really looking like a button, but we don't have to worry about that. We haven't written anything in between the button, so let's right click me. Okay, so yeah, now it's looking like a button. But if you click on the button, you can see there's nothing happening on the web page. That's where the button attributes come in handy. So let's create multiple buttons to test our attributes. Cool, so now let's create our first attribute. So our first attribute is type attribute, and under the type attribute we have three values: the reset value, the submit value and the normal button value. So let's just add these values in the attribute. Okay, let me break the elements into three different parts. Those of you don't know, the br tag is used to break the elements in different parts, like this, like one below the another. Now let's talk about the label tags in HTML. The label tags in HTML is used to provide a usability improvement for mouse users. For example, if a user clicks on a text within the label tag, it toggles the control. The label tag defines the label for button, input, meter, output, progress, etc. etc. So let's create the label element just above the reset button. Let's just remove the for attribute for now. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, save. Okay, let's just wrap the whole entire thing with a form so we can submit the form in the submit button. Just below the label tag, we're gonna create another HTML element named input tag. So what does the input tag really do? It specifies an input field where the user can enter the data. It basically allows the user to type anything in the specified field. And now if we save the file and head over to Chrome, here you can see that there is a space where we can enter the text. And now if we test our reset button, you can see that if we click on reset button, the specified field just resets and there's empty space again. Now our second type value is submit. What we are gonna do here is create another attribute named onClick, and in the parentheses we're gonna write an alert called hello world. It's typical hello world. Okay, now let's just save the file and head over to Chrome. Okay, now if we click on submit button, you can see that there is an alert from the browser that says hello world. So multiple things you can do with the buttons. You just have to be creative in your own way. Now let's move over to the button type value. Now for this value, let's create an anchor tag just above our first button. Giving you a basic idea what does an anchor tag really do. It is basically a hyperlink which is used to link from one page to another. Now let's create another file named index2.html. In this file, let's create another boilerplate and name the document page 2. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Now let's create an h1 tag in the body section. Okay, welcome to my page. That's it. Now the important part. In the href section, let's direct the path to that file by writing index2.html, the exact file name. And the ending tag must be placed below the button, wrapping the whole button. Okay, now let's refresh and check whether it's working or not. There you go. So it has directed me to another page. That means it is working. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, then be sure to comment on this video for the feedback and do leave a like. And also don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss any updates. And yes, thank you for watching. Peace.